Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, I saw this headline and this picture right here and the title. I would like you to pay attention to colors on this picture and flags. And it says here in the title, at least 44 people arrested in Los Angeles as ICE raids sweeps through angry community. So, first, take a look at the picture and you're going to see a few colors. This color right here, this color right there, this color right here, and definitely that color right here. And I guarantee you, these guys who took the picture, they posted, they made sure that they don't really show that. Now, I am obviously an immigrant. You see, this is another picture. You don't see it. Don't see any flags here. And it says multiple immigration sweeps reported across Los Angeles with a tense standoff downtown. All right, let's start with this. Do we have laws? Oh, I know exactly that you know where I'm going with this. Do we have laws? Do we respect the laws? Do we like the laws? I don't like all the laws. I don't like many policies. I don't like many, little rules that they were voted, they were implemented. I don't like many. But you know what I've been told? In a civilized state, you change the laws. If you break the laws, there are consequences. So, I've been told in college in America, if you don't like the laws, and a police officer told me the exact thing, you don't like the laws, change the laws. You can't just beat people up because you don't like the laws. You work in a civilized society, work within the system, and you elect the right people to represent you and vote for different laws. That's the system, my friends. That's the system. Now, here, do we have immigration laws? Yeah, do we have immigration? Do we have laws that protect our countries? We have laws. So if you trespass on someone's property, you break a law, you break an ordinance, you break a policy, you break something, you are illegally there. You're not legal there, you're illegally there. That's the first point. The second one, how do you react when the law is enforced? Do you resist it? Then there's going to be more penalties, more negative consequences. So there's the second one. And the third one, if you think that it is okay for some people to break the law and then be angry when the law is enforced, then I would like this to happen to you. I would like this to happen to you. Because you love me, that means you love people in general. So I would like you to have overnight, when you sleep with your husband, or with your wife, your spouse, or whomever, some people just coming into your house. Some people from the neighborhood, a different neighborhood. And they bring over there their 20 children, and let's say about 5 families. 5 families with 20 children, let's say, and they take over your basement and take over your first level, first story, and they stay over there. And you go down from your bedroom and say, well, I'm putting your what the hell is going on? Well, we like it here better than over there. We like it better here. I think the food in the refrigerator is plenty. I think the house is clean. I think it smells beautiful here. And you have a lot of room here. Why not? What would you say? Okay, all yours. I hope that happens to you, and I hope you react that way, because that's the way it is. If someone crosses the border of a country, he crosses this illegally. That's breaking the law. And the law has penalties and consequences. And you have to enforce the law. If you don't enforce the law, you become like Romania or Baboon-stan or whatever. Right? All countries have laws. The difference between the countries who are civilized and the other ones that are civilized is that the law is enforced more, not always, more unfortunately, than in the other ones. Romania has laws. I know Turkmenistan has laws. My friends in Zimbabwe have laws. The guys in Egypt. Now, how the laws are enforced, that tells you how civilized the country is. It doesn't have to be a Gestapo state. But if we have the laws, change the laws within the system. So here you have these people, and I showed you the flags. I hope it doesn't change right there. So I showed you those things. Now, obviously, I'm an immigrant, and I am for very much controlled, that's the key word, controlled immigration, and is based on the value, the valor, the quality, the attributes of the that I allow to come here. I can't allow certain people come here, criminals, terrorists, people who are going to come here and use my welfare system. I don't want that. I want you to be a productive member of the society. If you want to come here, I'm not going to come to your house and grab you and make you work in my country. You come here, you follow my rules. And if I need you and you want to come here, I will take only selectively, discriminately, whomever I need. I need people, let's say, to design rockets. I will look in all the countries, say, okay, I want to see your expertise, your quality. Can you design that? And if you can, I take you in. If you can't, go back or don't even come in. I will not allow you to be in anyway. Now, if I need a person to pick cherries, I will look for people who want to pick cherry, and they're the best cherry pickers, the most agile, and the ones who don't eat too many cherries while do that, the ones who will be fair and they pay their taxes and they have that's what I want. I don't want thieves. Do you want thieves? No. So the same with these guys. When I came here in this country, I made a decision. Clearly, I made a decision, and it is the decision. I said, this country is my country. Yes, there's another country over there, but I left it. So that means that this country is the first country by far, because I'm a citizen. I wanted to become a citizen. I fought to become a citizen. I am a citizen. And look here, what's strange, you don't see an American flag. None. Nada. Zero. Squat. Zero American flags here. Now, I as an American, I'm thinking, wait a minute. Some of you maybe are legally here, immigrated. Why do you use the Romanian flag? You left your shitty thing to come to this one. Why do you wave it? I'm not against waving that, but what's the purpose of waving the flags and you say ISIS? So the ISIS come to enforce the law. They don't do anything illegal, enforce the law, and I wave the Mexico flag inside United States of America, while those guys are going to get the people who entered this country in a certain way, and they get them out, enforcing the law. And I am pro those guys. Do we have laws? I don't want people who promote lawlessness. Like, hey, I'm against ISIS with a foreign flag because you arrest the guy from the foreign country where I came from. But I send money there. I would abduct that person too. And talk to that person a little bit. No, that's Gestapo. But can you understand this? If I need people, I will ask people to come here. Not ask. Open the door. Very much controlled. That's what you do. I mean, why is it so hard to understand that? And some people say, let me show you another article, where they say that there's no such a thing as an illegal human being. Well, you know, let's stop being children. You are a person, a human being, who illegally occupy a portion of land. I know what you're going to say, some of you. Oh my God, you're talking what the Europeans did to the poor Native Americans. Well, I have to tell you this. And if you didn't know that, just stay tuned. So, native means something that is from that place. Like a native flower is from there. It didn't come from anywhere else. Like the settlers. The settlers came here from somewhere else. That's where they are not native. Correct? Correct. Now we apply the same rule to the Native Americans who came from somewhere else. They did the same thing. The only difference is, according to us, who studied that they didn't know how to study. They didn't have writing or shit. So, We found out that actually these guys came here. Okay, you're native from East Asia, Southeast Asia, like the Indians, like the Chinese, that area. DNA, we invented. We found out what the DNA is. We, the bad people. So we know where you come from and where we come from. So we are here as you are, not native. Now, when these native people came over the Bering Strait, Alaska and Russia, they came here and they formed the occupied lands and they fought the fuck with one another and they killed one another and took everybody. I take your land, I kill you, I take your land. They were not peaceful. Like these guys tell you in the textbooks for our idiot kids that they all want to be Native Americans. Really? They were in the Stone Age when we arrived here. Now, what are you talking about? Everything I say is true. Go and verify it. So they killed one another, but then when these guys came and killed them, that's wrong. That is wrong. Yeah, it's wrong, but what you did to the other tribe was not wrong. You just need 2 clicks to find out. So again, with that garbage that we occupied the country, first, there was no countries here. There was territory occupied by certain tribes. They were killing one another in droves. Got it? And these guys formed the country. They put laws. They built all kind of things. Yes, they did a lot of crimes, like the other ones. I'm not saying that's good, but a little bit the beak should be smaller when you say you live on occupied land. Really? You came here and took over. Who gave you this land? Well, it was nobody here. How do you know? And you're gonna go and check our resources, not yours. You have none. You're none. You're still communicating with smoke. Got it? So no, don't use our resources. Use yours. Anyway, so let's go back here. Don't wave those flags, especially in that situation. Otherwise, I can call you non-loyal, because obviously your loyalty was the guys who are portrayed as victims. And again, you are an illegal illegal individual because you are illegally located on someone's land. In this situation, in your house. You would call the police and say, someone entered my house illegally. They are illegally located in my house. Got it? Now, this house that I have was located on someone's land. It was purchased by a developer and he built a subdivision, let's say. Now, the developer bought it from someone, and that someone bought it from someone, and someone bought it from someone. Where am I going to go? To the Native Americans? Where am I supposed to go? Fly back? Yeah, I will fly back. I agree with this. I want everybody, except the Native Americans, to get the fuck out of here, including the African Americans. Don't tell me we were brought here in bondage. Okay, we're going to do you a favor. We all go back. We're going to repair the damage. We're going to go back to your native. Oh, after all, it's about native, right? And after that, before we do that, we destroy everything. We destroy everything. If I could, I would leave this country the same way it was when we found it in 1492. Even before that. We'll leave it the way it is, with some bisons, some spirits, and those people who were just killing one another. That's it. I will take their telephones away, their soap away, their toothbrushes away, the medicines. Oh, they have the medicines. Ooh. Okay, all these things. I will take them with me, and I'm going to leave them right here, right now. Do you think the deal is fair? I'm guaranteeing you they want everything left like that. All they don't like is the humans inheriting this, living here. They will take everything else we built. You know what I mean? But guess us out. So who's the xenophobic here? Who's the anti-human being? Who is it? Because I am for that. And I will leave today. Why? Because I know where I go, I will build another society like this one. But these guys, remember where those guys found them. Remember, I mean, it's not me saying that. And if you give me the Inca, Maya, and so on, remember, Hernando Cortez came and fucked them up in no time. With how many? About 100 horses? Not even? I'm not saying that it was good. But please, my friends, with all these things like, oh, illegal, did you break the law of the land? There are repercussions. You don't like them? You change the laws. That's it, bottom line. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.